Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Do you notice I have a new microphone, guys? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know how I like to tell you about my exciting life. So I was working yesterday, and I'm friends with a girl at work. We get along, even though she voted for Trump. And she has a fiance that she's been seeing for 12 years, which is a problem in itself that she's not married to the guy after 12 years. But anyway, I can tell she doesn't like him because she doesn't have any pictures of him. That's a clear sign. So this guy was flirting with her. I walked up on him, and they're flirting and blah, blah, blah. No big deal. He's a cutie. He lifted up his shirt. He's got nice abs. And I'm like, oh, he's cute. And she's like, no. And I was like, what's wrong? The first time he came up to her, he said, how do you like your sex? Chloroform? No, guys, that's not the way to pick up a woman. I mean, really? Do we have to go through the tutorials? So I was at an ugly sweater party last night. I couldn't really get an ugly sweater because it's like against really everything I believe in. I have to be able to wear it. And I got a cool one. But it's like an over menopausal, maybe perimenopausal and then postmenopausal women party. A couple of men mixed in. Mostly straight people. This is what my life is. And I hear women talking about how they have to keep having sex. So one of my friends, she's like, yeah, I'm having sex with a guy, and he just wants me really for sex, but I have to keep having sex or my vaginal walls will thin out and it'll be painful. This is what I have to go through. I mean, I want to listen to painful vagina walls. This is terrible. I don't know. I guess this is a thing, huh? I got to talk to my gyno about this. I wouldn't know. Haven't had sex in a while. I'll let you guys know when it happens. I'll throw a big bash. Travis Kelce is planning on getting Taylor Swift an engagement ring. Guess how much it's going to cost? $12 million. Don't we wish we could be that lucky to have someone like him? I mean, $12 million. Can you imagine? It's going to fit on her whole hand, not just one finger. There's no bottom for Donald Trump. He's now selling his smell. Okay, fight. It's called. It's appropriate, isn't it? It's like gettrumpfragrances.com. You can find it at Sephora. Unbelievable. That's where all MAGA supporters go, right? Sephora. Do you know it's illegal in Daytona, Florida to rev your engine? This is why I don't want to live in places like Florida. Not like I rev my engine, but I mean, do they have anything better to do, like catch murderers, rapists, something like that? Rev your engine? You know what? We'd have problems here because Massachusetts, we allow asshole drivers everywhere. Trump's pick for defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, this guy, now he's under fire, so we don't know what's going to happen. There was a 2018 email from his mommy saying her son is an abuser of women. He lacks the character. This is the ugly truth, and I have no respect for any man that belittles, lies, cheats, sleeps around, and uses women for his own power and ego. That's Trump's guy, anyway. I mean, so his mother said that. She's embarrassed. Get some help, she says. Then she's on Fox saying, oh, no, he's changed. That's okay. People can change. I get it. But if he's going through a divorce and his own mother is talking about him like that, taking the wife's side in a divorce over her son, he's got to be pretty bad. So, and then he says he's going to quit drinking if he gets the job. So if he doesn't get the job, he's going to be a sloppy drunk. I don't know. But yeah, maybe not so much. Not so much. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. But Joni Ernst is in the running for it. And so is, what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Governor, why can't I think of his name? Ron Sanctimonious. And Joni Ernst is also a combat veteran, which he said women shouldn't serve. And she's also a survivor of sexual assault. So maybe I don't think she's going to vote for you, man. Trump's pick for FBI director, Kash Patel. Did you see this guy's eyes? That's what he looks like, a murderer. He looks like Charles Manson. So he says he's going to go after members of the media. Yeah, my favorite kind of guy. And Trump's enemies, probably Jimmy Kimmel. I don't think so. So can you imagine this guy heading the FBI? Even Bill Barr, his former attorney general, is like, over my dead body. That's what he said. He said it showed a shocking detachment of reality, nominating him. That guy, you look at his eyes. I'm scared of these people. Is he trying to get the worst people possible? He wrote a children's book called The Plot Against the King about Trump. The face was orange, so it was Trump. I think that's going to be flying off the shelves for Christmas. What do you guys think? I don't know. So what else is going on? Oh, that guy that shot the CEO in New York. I mean, that is pathetic. But let me just say, let me grab something over here for a minute. It kind of sheds light on the insurance industry, and United Healthcare is like the second largest, second to Blue Cross, I think. So they deny 1 out of 3 claims. That's a lot. And I guess on the shell casings, it said deny, defend, depose. Like, that's all they do is say no when you're like, they're the real death panel. Sarah Palin was talking about the death panels. I'm thinking this guy must have been wronged by the insurance industry. I'm just guessing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe his wife, maybe his kids denied coverage. I don't know. But there's a cool book, Deadly Spin. Okay. And it's from a whistleblower in the insurance industry, Wendell Potter. I met him. He's pretty cool. Get that book. But it's also the shell casings is the name of a book also. So all I can say is, and you know what Blue Cross did like a couple days later? They said they weren't going to pay for the whole, like if you have anesthesia, they weren't going to pay for the whole operation, just half of it, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. So if you have a 6-hour operation, you're going to feel it. It reminds me of when I had my retinal detachment surgery and they had a cloth over my face and he's in there in my eye and everything. And then I could feel it. And I said, you think I want to disturb the guy while he's operating on my blind eye? All I could say was pain. And he goes, I'm almost done. So just imagine you waking up from surgery and they're in your stomach or something. I mean, unbelievable. So Blue Cross, after that guy got shot, Blue Cross reversed it and said, oh yeah, we'll take care of you during the whole surgery. How kind of you. It takes a certain kind of person to work in that kind of industry. I'm telling you, it's disgusting. But I don't think that violence is right, but why does it take something like that for insurance companies to show humanity? I don't get it. Joe Biden pardoned his son. All the people are going crazy. The right, the left. He did lie, and I don't want to call it a lie, but I don't know what else to say. He said he wouldn't, but if it was me, I'd do it. I think anybody would do it for their kid. The gun he used wasn't used in a crime. He wasn't doing drugs at the time. And I think the Republicans would really go after him and probably keep him in jail for life. So I really get why. But, I can see why people are disgusted with the system anyway. So his senior aides are weighing the preemptive pardons of people who may be targeted in Trump's transition retribution. Liz Cheney, thank God. Save Liz Cheney, please. I feel so bad for her. Adam Schiff, Shifty Shift, as Trump calls him. Dr. Fauci, who I love. General Mark Milley. Yeah, I mean, all those people need to be protected. Putting up lights is deadly around Christmas. A contractor in Wellesley, Massachusetts almost died putting up Christmas lights. He was using a pole and it touched an electrical line above the utility post and it shocked him and sent him into cardiac arrest. He almost died at age 22. So be careful putting on those lights. So one more thing I want to tell you about the insurance thing. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. I had my cholesterol checked because it's kind of going through the roof because of all those cannolis I ate during Thanksgiving. And I just got the test on Monday. On Friday, I had a message in my email saying I owe $108, that my insurance denied it, which I know is not true because I have a thyroid disease and they paid for it for 30 years. But they're like, oh, you can't come in to your appointment until you pay the $100, which I would anyway. I'm not going to go in there with a gun. But I'm thinking this is why people get so mad. So 3 days after I get the test and before I get a bill, I have to pay it. So this is why people are in uproar. It's crazy. Okay, let's go to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't have much time. Kathy Hilton was driving a Rolls Royce wearing a lampshade, personally delivering an invitation to a girls' getaway in suitcases. This is how she delivers her invites to save money on shipping. This is how rich people stay rich. So Kyle calls in Hunky Dory Holidays. You know, who is Hunky Dory? That's a big thing with Kathy. She thought Hunky Dory was a person. Mauricio came over and loves what she does with the bathroom. So she's kind of she's thinking he's kind of cold, that he's happy. And she doesn't like that he's happy, that he's oh, yeah, everything's great. But he could be playing. He could be pretending he's happy. She doesn't like that he's calm, happy, and loving being single. I mean, these are normal things to go through when you're going through a divorce. The producer asked if she wants to get back together with him, and she said she didn't want to answer the question. So she's all confused, which she doesn't know whether she wants a woman, a man. Jennifer Tilly was packing, bringing holy water on the trip, which might not be a bad idea with this group of girls. Dorit and Kyle have broken up as friends. You know, you have breakup as friends. I've gone through it. And they're going on and on about how they hurt one another. This is a real relationship. I mean, they were friends for a long time. Kyle she walks in with a $22,500 pink purse inside that has a $35,000 bag. I mean, she's amazing. First of all, what? I'd rather buy a car. What is it with these women with purses? Jennifer Tilly comes in with Louis Vuitton, a boat, but I don't know I think it was a purse. I'm not really, or maybe it was art. I have no idea what it was, but these people, I'm so glad Jennifer Tilly's on though. I love her. They're all drinking in the van. Here we go. Garcelle blurts out, if you slept with a man who's now gay, take a sip. Garcelle, Sutton, and Jennifer Tilly all took sips. Jennifer blurts out, if you slept with a man who had a crooked penis, take a sip. Kyle, Sutton, Jen, Erica sip. So, I guess having a crooked penis is like popular. Garcelle, if you slept with a man with a little dick, take a sip. Garcelle, Jen, and Sutton. Kathy said, this is out of my realm. Okay, let me just defend guys with small penises because everybody, I'd rather have a guy, and I don't have penises in me, but whatever. I'd rather have a guy with a small penis who knows what he's doing and can move it than some guy with a large one who doesn't know what he's doing. So, and it might be good for menopausal women anyway with the thin vagina walls. I mean, I'm telling you, leave the guys alone. You wonder why they don't walk around naked. But they judge us too on boobs and hair color and face. So we're giving it back a little bit, but I don't agree both ways. Okay. I'm not into it. Jennifer Tilly divorced Sam Simon. She was married to him for 7 years. He created The Simpsons. She got a piece of The Simpsons. So I get why people, marry for money. I wouldn't do it, but I get it. No wonder she can blow all that money in her poker. She's a poker player. Psychology, before we go. People who respond to text quickly are, and that's me because I always do, efficient multitaskers. They can do many things at once. They value connection. Yeah, I feel like if someone texts you, you should text them back if you can. It shows that they matter. I'm here for you. Number 3, they possess high emotional intelligence. I've been told that I do have high emotional intelligence. The ability to understand and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. And also, you can tell the emotional tone behind a text message. You sense when a text is urgent or someone is in need. These are people with emotional intelligence. On other hand, waiting for the right time to respond. So I kind of asked if my friend was doing okay, and then I didn't really hear from her. And then I waited, and I found some old Stevie Nicks bootlegs, and I sent them to her, and she was all psyched, and she wanted to hang out. And I'm like, so that's maybe what you got to do. So a high emotional intelligence means that you have better relationships and career success. That explains why I'm so damn good. You're highly organized. Do you think I'm organized? You should see this. I'm going to take a tour for you. What I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to throw one thing out a week because I am a pack rat. I think I get that from my mother, which she's got clothes with tags on it after 100 years. Have their life in order. I don't know if I have my life in order, but my place is not in order. And I'm not organized. My desk is constantly cluttered. I was like that in radio, too. Can't stand unread messages, like emails. I have to get everything read every day. I'm kind of like, I can't leave anything unread. Likes to tackle things head on. That is definitely me. If there's a problem, I like to talk about it. You don't wait for stuff to accumulate. That's definitely me. They're empathetic. Answering quicker means you care about the person on the other end. It shows the person that you're thinking about them and that they mean something to you. You're ready to support them, and it's kind of warm. They're proactive, take initiative, clear up misunderstandings, stepping up in difficult times. You're a go-getter. Didn't realize that I'm so cool, but I am. Number 7, they're responsive, obviously responsive. It makes sense. Reliable, attentive, good traits for personal and professional relationships. I'm kind of terrible in relationships. Well, at least romantic ones. Maybe friendships. I don't ask my friends. They might say I'm a piece of shit. Number 8, they communicate. Strong communication. Oh, yeah, this is what I do for work. I like to communicate. All right, guys, I love you very much, and I appreciate all the support you give me, and that you're dealing with this like where I have a makeshift studio in my condo. But just stay with me, and better times are coming.